Say, speaking of Anthony Mackie, I figured this would be a good segue because if you want to see a good Anthony Mackie movie, I watched this movie Synchronic this week too, which is another movie that he's starring in. Yeah, it came out late last year. I want to say like in October or something like that. And it's by these two guys. They're kind of these indie director duos that have had like, I think this is their fourth or fifth movie, and they've got a pretty solid track record of just like kind of interesting, a little bit Twilight Zone-y type of usually there's like a sci-fi bent to their movies or some sort of genre-y thing, but yeah, it's Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead. And the movie stars Anthony Mackie and Jamie Dornan, who I guess is the I thought he was somebody
50 Shades guy, right?
Is it okay?
Is
I thought
guy?
he was, but yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not.
Hold on, I'm googling.
I'm googling him.
Let's see here.
Oh yeah, totally. I've not seen any of the 50 Shades movie. Shocker. So yeah, it's totally. And he was actually pretty. I've heard he was bad in the 50 Shades movies, but he was pretty good.
Come on, we all know you're a big 50 Shades fan, my man.
Right.
Come on.
Shh, don't let people know my secret. I saw the trailer for it, and it's like very, very vague. You know, like if you watch the trailer for this, it like looks kind of cool. You see a bunch of weird images and like little dialogue snippets, but it's kind of hard to tell what the hell the movie's about. But the long story of the short of it is it's basically Anthony Mackie and the 50 Shades guys are like old friends who are both EMTs in New Orleans, and what is it, one day basically there's this drug going around New Orleans that's like DMT, but it makes you time travel. Like it's like DMT, like basically the room around you starts to like fade away, and depending on where you are in the room, you could be sent back to like the Stone Age, or you could be sent back to, colonial times or something like that. And you have kind of no control of what time you're going to. Like basically you only go for like 7 minutes at a time. But there's bad things that could happen, and it can get more complicated. And if you don't do a series of things, you might not be able to get back and everything like that. So it's one of those.
So are you impacting the new world that you go back to? You're not just like observing it.
You are impacting it. Like people can see you and everything like that. And
okay.
but the thesis of the movie kind of is, and it's good because like the movie is like vague and serious in tone a lot of times, but it's self-aware enough that like Anthony Mackie comes in and like does like funny bits every once in a while, and like the timing of it, like butting those up, they'll have like a serious scene and then like they'll have like a little like a good joke to break the tension. So there's like the first time Anthony Mackie time travels, he comes back and he starts recording himself, like basically experimenting with this, and he's like, oh yeah, the future fucking sucks. And that's basically the thesis of the movie, is like, because if you think about it, yeah, going back to, 200, 300 years ago, 1,000 years ago, sounds like a fucking nightmare. And that's the way, like, whenever they go back in time, like, everyone they encounter, it's never like they meet a friendly villager and they the encounters are too short for anything like that to happen, but everyone's like always like got like fucked up teeth and are covered in dirt, and like most of them seem kind of like aggressive because they know the stranger looks weird and different and everything like that. And so
it sucks going back and forward.
Yeah, and it's like one of those things where I almost think it's kind of like a commentary on like, it's basically like, why would people do this? But plenty of people do drugs that are like just as it's like you get to see amazing things, but the opening scene is these two kids dying from it. Like there's all these ways that you can die from it because you have no control. Like you can be transported back in time, and you could be like 1,000 feet in the air because there was the hill that the building you're on wasn't there 1,000 years ago, and then you could like fall to your death, and then your body shows up in the present and everything like that. So
what is the appeal of taking the drug?
They don't go into it too much, but once again, like I said,
because that's what the appeal of drugs to me has always been, of like, they're awesome, right? Like you feel awesome. Like this doesn't feel like it would be great.
Well, you kind of get it because the imagery is trippy, and it's kind of the vibe I got from it, I don't know. Yeah, actually, I think they say it's supposed to be DMT. So it's basically like this DMT is so powerful, it literally transports you through time or something like that. And it's kind of cool too, because like, you know, when they first encounter it, they're how Anthony Mackie finds out about it is he's a EMT, and like they keep on picking up kids that have been doing this drug, and it's really weird because they get addicted to it and strung out, and it definitely does seem analogous to something like a DMT or a ketamine or something like that. It's just like people that probably, whoa, that's a really cool trip, but wait a minute, this could be kind of dangerous and everything. And there's certain themes in it, like I feel like I don't want to over-explain the movie because like part of the fun of it is it just kind of discovering this stuff along with Anthony Mackie, but there is a very specific, like, he kind of has a mission that he has to complete, and there's like a ticking clock element to things. So it's kind of cool. Oh, and yeah, so these guys just got the Moorhead and the other writer-director guy. I think Fox was really pleased with them. I guess like working with Anthony Mackie went really well. Not Fox, Marvel was really pleased with them. So they just got the Moon Knight show that's coming out with with what's his name, Poe Dameron, the you know what I'm talking about, the Ex Machina guy.
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac, thank you. You know, I was super interested when Oscar Isaac got casted. I'm basically kind of weirdly interested in that show. Like I couldn't give two fucks about Moon Knight, but now I'm like, okay, maybe they can, like, that seems like something, not to get it back to Marvel, but that seems like the other direction.
Everything comes back like a black hole, my man. Yeah. But Ethan Hawke, right, is going to be in Moon Knight, right? He's the villain somehow?
Yeah, and Ethan Hawke's been picking good projects lately. Like that seems like it's been Marvel's thing in these new phases, is they get these really hot indie directors. And like, you know, like Chloe Zhao has only done 2 movies, but both of her movies, which I've not seen, have gotten nothing but rave reviews, and like she got
so hot right now.
Yeah,
that Chloe Zhao.
But she got what is it? The Eternals, just based on that. Like before her other movies were like released theatrically, I guess Marvel just knew about them early.
Can you just make a movie? Just make a movie, my man. You know what I mean? Just like let's get after it.
You want me to? We can finally break into that Marvel market.
2028, yeah, we're going to be directing Galactus 7 or something, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Let's just get into it.
Yeah. Get in while the iron's, you know, the getting's good. There's not going to be, all the properties are going to be just one thing in like 10 years, so we got to get our hooks in now.